Hello Internet, I am JNOC and I'm going to continue my Day 1 territory battle combat missions with the mixed planet of Corellia. I'm going to start with the middle combat mission, and I run this with my Grand Moff Tarkin and Darkside clones. It is a full auto team. And if you ask why I don't use Lord Vader, it's because you're going to use Lord Vader in the Darkside planet on his solo mission. And this team, Grand Moff Tarkin with clones, is a great team. I do guided targeting, so you want to target the TIE Fighter pilot on the back left first. Once he's dead, you're going to switch to the Scout Trooper and then the Recon Trooper. Those are the 3 damage dealers. And once the damage dealers are dead, you're going to switch to the Stormtrooper Commander. And then finally the Stormtrooper or the tank. So kill the damage dealers, then the healer, then the tank. Second wave is the same thing. We'll target the TIE Fighter pilot, go after him. Once he's dead, we go after the Scout Trooper. And then the Recon Trooper on the left. Then after the Recon Trooper is done, we'll go after the Imperial Officer, because he's not really a damage dealer, but he's kind of a wild card. Oh, we just got lucky and killed him too. So then we kill the healer and then the Stormtrooper. It's a really easy full auto team with guided targeting. Probably would still work with full auto. I feel more comfortable with guided targeting to make sure I take out the highest threat targets first. Your tank and healer, they're not doing a lot of damage, save them for last. Next combat mission we'll do is to the right. We'll do the Jabba mission at Relic 5. If you have the Hutt Cartel team, which many will have the standard team is Krrs, Boba Fett, Boushh, and Skiff-Guard Lando. And if you notice, my Boushh and Skiff-Guard Lando are still Relic 5. I've been using this team when my Krrs and Boba were also Relic 5. And it's a full auto team. Again, for this, I don't use any guided targeting. It's just pretty much a click on full auto, walk away for a couple minutes, come back, and you're done. You probably can substitute in some bounty hunters. Embo would probably be a common sub that people would use if you don't have one of these at the appropriate relic levels. It's day 1. It's a pretty easy team to have. It's fairly accessible. Jabba is always a good investment in Rise of the Empire. He has a dedicated combat mission in every single middle planet, so taking him and his team to Relic 9 is a good idea, just because all the way through, I think, day 5 at least, in Vandor, it's a full auto team. Definitely through Kessel, it's a full auto team. I'm pretty sure in Vandor, with the full team that I have displayed here, it's still a full auto team. We have not yet gotten to the Phase 6 planet. I haven't really explored it yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's still a full auto there. And you can see this team didn't have any problems going a complete 2 out of 2 here. we'll move on to the last regular ground combat mission, the Aphra required team. This is where I use my ray, so we'll go ahead and pull up our resistance. Use my ray, JTR and BB-8, and then this Ben Solo. Now this is a full auto team, but you want, if you're going to do it full auto, you need to watch Rey, because she has a tendency to, I would say, lifeblood herself to death. So if you notice her starting to get down into the yellow, you need to stop and make sure that she's doing some basics in between the lifebloods. Same thing as the other battle. We're going to target the TIE fighter pilot first, and I'm going to put it on full auto, and I'm going to just watch her. And if she starts doing too many lifebloods, then I'll go ahead and take it off auto, and we'll roll from there. But so that's the second one. That's okay. She does a third one without doing a basic and getting, because when she does basics, okay, she's going into ultimate. Should be over there on TIE fighter pilot. Okay. And now we'll target Scout Trooper. So she does another lifeblood without doing a basic. She's still not really gaining a whole lot. Okay, so that was good, the saber throw. Target Recon Trooper, who's... Yeah, see, she's just doing lifebloods. So she's knocking her health down. So she should be doing... If you're running it manually, what you want to do is you want to do lifeblood and then basic. And then lifeblood and then basic. When you do basic, she steals health and replenishes. So... that's what we're going to do. We're not going to go into ultimate here. We're going to do a basic and steal some... You see how much health? She went from yellow to... She's probably at 60% health now. We're almost done with this, so we're going to start doing some basics to finish this off. And I'm just going to do another basic to steal some more health. You see, now she's at like 80%. It's... The AI is just a little sketchy sometimes in this particular fight. Let's do a basic there. Normally I do the wiggle with BB-8, but I'll do the basic there just to finish it off with him. So there is no TIE fighter pilot in this wave, so we're going to go after the Scout Trooper as our biggest threat. Use her middle ability. You always want to use Jedi Training Ray's middle ability on BB-8. When a BB-8 attacks out of turn, then he calls another assist. We'll go ahead and put some bonus... We'll do lifeblood on, it doesn't really matter, anyone. But we're still going to be going after Scout Trooper here. And do the third ability. Put Armor Shred on. And we'll go ahead and do another lifeblood. Because we want to, if you're going to do this, walk this line, if you're going to do it manual, you might as well walk the line, because whenever you drop below 60% health, you get one of your one of your saber throws, which does big damage. So you can kind of go back and forth between, you get down below, then you do a saber throw, and you go back above. Aphra doesn't matter. So we'll do the saber, the saber throw here. That's going to normally kill off your target. I'm going to switch to Recon Trooper. He's the next damage dealer. And you can see she's still down in the yellow. So her next attack is either going to be a basic or ultimate. With BB-8 being out of bonus damage, we'll just go ahead and go into ultimate. That way they can't hurt us for a minute or two. Let's keep on going there. Okay, so she's still in the yellow, which means her next attack is definitely going to be a basic, so she can steal some damage. JTR is going to call BB-8. That's going to call another assist. And like I said, she's just going to do a basic here. So she's going to steal some health back. Wiggle, wiggle. And she's not above 60%, so she's got to do another basic here to get above 60%. I think she's probably at 60% right now. She's not too very far above it. She's going to go back into Ultimate. Yeah. Alright, and BB-8's going to give everyone bonus protection. Throw an armor shred on that guy. And the big jump. Alright, so we're going to go after Imperial Officer. She's definitely over 60% now, so we'll give the bonus protection, or the lifeblood to Ben. And we're just going to go after Imperial Officer here. Ben doesn't have to worry about taunt. We'll dispel taunt with JTR. Do the saber throw. And now we'll go after the healer. Call in BB-8 because he's going to call another assist. She's definitely not over 60%. She'll just do a basic. So she can steal some health. Yeah, sometimes the AI is okay with this, and sometimes it does some silly things. We'll go into Ultimate. Yeah. No one can get hurt when raising Ultimate. The most they can take is 1 damage, so. And that jump will kill him off. And then we'll just go ahead and finish off the tank. Easy win. We'll go ahead and do the special mission next. I like to use that last, but I always do the fleets last as well. So for the special mission, if you have your Leia team, so it's going to be the Rebels. If you have your Leia team completely intact, this is full auto, and that would be Leia, R2, and Drogan. But my R2 is in platoons, so I'm going to use Admiral Radis. And that makes it so it's not a full auto team. It's still a fairly safe win, but it's not a full auto team. R2 has stat sharing, but just like all the other ones in this planet, you're going to target TIE Fighter Pilot first because he's the biggest damage. You probably want to put the Invis onto Drogan. He's your damage dealer, so you want to protect him, make sure they don't target him down. Go ahead and do the AE damage. Jump on him. You want to try and kill off TIE Fighter Pilot as fast as possible. You want to use Drogan's assigned assist call to Leia, since she's going to take the most turns. Now that he's dead, you're going to switch to Scout Trooper. It really doesn't matter what you do with either Qi'ra or YngHan. Qi'ra's dead, of course, but sometimes she's not. That was just bad RNG. We're just going to do a basic here because he's almost dead anyways. Don't want to waste his middle ability on someone who's almost dead. I'll use his middle ability. Middle ability gives people bonus protection. Switch to Recon Trooper now, who's their last remaining damage dealer. I'm not going to use the third because we're actually almost at the end of the phase, so I don't want to waste specials. I want them off cooldown for the next wave. Same thing. I'm not going to use that middle special. Just going to use a basic here. YngHan doesn't matter. Basic. And basic. This is all basics. I could have used his third ability there. There's an argument for using that on Admiral Radis, but we can also use that in the next wave. Alright, so you really want to get Veers dead as fast as possible. Normally, in previous ways, you target TIE Fighter Pilot, but Veers is the main threat here. Between his ability blocks and his big damage, you just need to get him dead as fast as possible. We are going to put that onto Radis. We need to get to Leia so that she can do her third ability, because then we can ignore taunt. And we need, okay, so here, we gotta use the third ability and put it on Drogan so that he's invis. He's our damage dealer, and we can't let him die. Okay, so now we will target Veers, and it's just all in, everything you can do onto Veers. There's that middle ability. Burn him. The longer Veers is up, the more chance you have of losing this wave. So they just did a large amount of damage there. I'm actually going to do the heal here. So I do not want Drogan to die. And I'm targeting Veers. I'm going to invis him again. That should kill off Veers. So now we're relatively safe. The Veers is the only super dangerous person on this team. If you have your, I mean, like I said, Qi'ra and YngHan don't matter. So now we're just going to go back to targeting TIE Fighter Pilot. Now he's dead. We're going to target, I'm going to target Stark. Go on to Ultimate. And now we'll target the healer. And we'll finish off the final remaining Stormtrooper. With R2, with his stat sharing, it's a much safer, easier win. But with Admiral Raddus, it's still relatively easy. Okay, and now we will do the fleet mission. As I said before, this is normally a full auto with Executor. I put my Houndstooth into operations, and as a result, I can't use my Executor. It is definitely not a full auto if you don't have Houndstooth. That's a requirement. So we're going to go into the Rebels. So you want Han's Millennium Falcon and RebelY wing. Outrider was required on the light side mission, so you're not going to use him here anyways. And then the rest of your ships are going to be Rogue One, and then Phantom, Cassian, and Biggs. And you pretty much can run this full auto, but I like to at least run it manually until we bring in our reinforcement, because every once in a while the AI is dumb and doesn't bring in Rogue One first, and you need to bring in Rogue One first. We use the radar dish, and we're just going after Imperial TIE Bomber anyways. Yeah, we'll do the A just to spread some damage around. Is this the one? No, that's the one for debuffs enemies. Yeah, this one, we'll use the third ability because he'll gain some stacking offense. I'm going to use his special. All right, good. We got the protection disruption to stick, so he's got no protection. And we bring in Rogue One. At this point, you can put it on full auto. And they'll probably kill off Lando's Millennium Falcon. At least they normally kill off my Lando's Millennium Falcon. It's not a big deal. You get to Ultimate so fast once you have Rogue One on the field that it really doesn't matter what they do, because with Profundity, once you get into Ultimate, they get locked debuffs, they lose damage every round, or they lose health and protection every round. They just well, once you get Rogue One on the field, it's almost a guaranteed win. So long as you make sure that you bring in your Rogue One first, you're not going to lose, regardless of what other idiotic things the AI chooses for you to do. Like, I probably wouldn't have brought in Biggs there, but, you know, they did. I would have brought in Phantom if I was playing it manually. And that's the win. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and you can stick around for the next video where I will continue my Day 1 combat missions in Mustafar. And thank you for watching.